Okay, so get this. A world where everyone's gone crazy, and one guy decides to build a massive boat in the middle of nowhere. I mean, talk about commitment, right? I'm about to blow your mind with the most epic survival story ever. This isn't just about animals on a boat, folks. It's about what happens when the world stops listening, and one dude decides to follow some pretty wild instructions. So, here's the deal. A long time ago, Earth was packed with people just like today. They were building stuff, having families, living life, but something went seriously wrong. It's like humanity collectively decided to go off the deep end. Violence, pride, greed, you name it, they were doing it. And get this, they completely turned their backs on the big guy upstairs. Talk about ungrateful, right? Now think about it, you're God. You create these awesome beings for friendship and good vibes, and they start acting like spoiled brats at a birthday party. Not cool, but here's where it gets intense. God decides it's time for a reset. Yep, you heard that right. He's going to wash the slate clean and start over. But in the middle of all this mess, there's this one dude who's different. His name? Noah. Okay, so God drops this bombshell on Noah. He's like, Noah, I'm about to flood the whole place, but don't worry, I've got your back. Build this massive boat. But Noah? This guy doesn't even flinch. He grabs his tools and gets to work. We're talking about a boat that's 1.5 football fields long. That's huge. And Noah's out there every day, sawing, hammering, probably getting the weirdest sunburn ever. People are walking by laughing their heads off. Hey Noah, where's the water? But Noah just keeps going like a boss. Now here's the really wild part. God tells Noah to gather animals. 2 of every kind, male and female. 7 of every clean animal. Can you imagine Noah trying to wrangle all these animals? It's like the craziest zoo ever, but without cages. Lions, lambs, snakes, bears, all showing up like they got some divine GPS signal. So the big day arrives. God's like, all right, Noah, time to get in the boat. Noah, his family, and all these animals pile in, and then boom, the door shuts. Not by Noah, but by God himself. Talk about dramatic, right? Then it starts. A little sprinkle at first, then it's like someone turned on all the showers in the universe at once. Water's coming from the sky, bursting out of the ground. It's total chaos out there. For 40 days and nights, it's just water. Water everywhere. The ark's floating above it all, like the ultimate lifeboat. Fast forward 150 days, and God remembers Noah. The rain stops, the water starts to go down, and the ark lands on some mountains. Noah sends out a bird, then another. Finally, a dove comes back with an olive leaf. That's when Noah knows it's almost showtime for dry land. And there you have it, folks. Noah steps out onto dry land, builds an altar, and God makes this awesome promise. He puts a rainbow in the sky as a sign that he'll never flood the whole earth again. It's like the ultimate peace treaty between God and humanity. So next time you see a rainbow, remember, it's not just pretty colors, it's a cosmic promise. This story isn't just ancient history, it's a reminder that listening and obeying can lead to some pretty incredible things. Let this story be a warning, but also a promise. When the world drowns in sin, there's always an ark of grace for those who listen, trust, and obey. Don't wait for the rain. Build your faith now, plank by plank. Because next time the judgment won't be water, it'll be something greater, but so will the mercy. Rise, listen, and walk with God. We hope you enjoyed Noah and the Ark, a story of faith, judgment, and grace. If this story moved you, inspired you, or gave you something to think about, we invite you to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel Throne and Kingdom, where timeless stories come alive with truth and hope. Until next time, walk in faith.